Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last episode, we got to the top of the ONBS building, the rooftop. Not quite the top, you know, as that is inside of that room where Nett was. But in this episode, we're going to be going there at long last. This area is huge, there's so many important battles. It's kind of good that we got everything squared away. Alright, everything's taken care of. Jean got an item, let's see. Ultra Ball! What?! I got an Ultra Ball from Pickup? Are you for real? Dude, that is so good. I'm gonna save my game right here just in case, like, anything stupid happens, because I got a free Ultra Ball from that. Holy crap! That is super rare. Like, I'll put on screen what percentage of a chance that is. And I feel so bad, though, because, I'll be honest, going in here, I have Teddiursa in my first slot, though, because I don't want any of my other three Pokemon out at the start of this fight, because I'm actually worried for all three of them. And I just kind of want them to come out at a later time when I can better decide things. Anyway, let's head in. Now, hand over our data ROM. If all the people could end with it had to be you, Nett, the whiz of data analysis, it wouldn't do to let you keep it. Alright, keep your hands up, my sister. The data ROM is right here. Good boy, you catch on real quick. Toss me that data ROM nice and easy now. Okay, I'll thank you for returning the data ROM. By the way, let me guess. Are you maybe thinking it doesn't matter because you've already copied the data on this? Captain, we finished completely scrubbing the data from ONBS servers. It's all gone, sir. Of course, the servers are located in Anka's newsroom. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. What? Wah! That's why I'm not worried. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? Well, thanks for being such a great host. We've got to go. Here's your sister back. And she just walks over on her own free will. There was no threat there. He wasn't, like, threatening her with a weapon. Nothing. Megg, are you alright? Huh? What are you doing there, punk? Hate to be rude, but I got no time to lose. Get out of my way! Not gonna lie, this guy's uniform is really freaking awesome looking. As is his name, Cypher Commander X. That is a cool name he got there, man. X, not to mention it goes well with his title. Anyway, he starts off with Loud Red, level 23, normal type, soundproof for the ability with Stomp, Seismic Toss, and Water Pulse. Girafarig, level 23, normal psychic type, early bird for the abilities, don't use sleeping moves on it if you want to stay asleep. With Stomp, Confusion, Shockwave, and Odor Sleuth. Okay, so starting off this fight, like I said, I'm starting off with Teddiursa, which is gonna sound like a really, really weird decision. But my reasoning behind it is that the moves that his first two Pokemon have, between Shockwave, Seismic Toss, and Water Pulse, he has a really good way of dealing with all my Pokemon except for Voltaire. And I just would rather have Teddiursa out for a sacrifice just to kind of, you know, give Voltaire time to deal with those first two Pokemon. I'm going to send out my Shadow Handour next, actually, as a result of that as well. Just because I kind of want to save the Pokemon that are proper on my team for a little bit later. Wouldn't have been able to do this in other games where I don't really catch Pokemon a whole lot. Wow! Houndour survived! Damn! Okay. Let's see. By the way, I like these little new tabs right here that tell you moves that you've learned since the last time you've used this Pokemon. We'll go for, I'll go for Girafarig. I'll hope to get, like, a burn on it or something like that, because that Stomp can actually hurt a little bit. Okay. Thundershock should finish it off, so I don't need to worry about Water Pulse or Seismic Toss anymore. There we go. Now, I'm curious what he's going to send out next, because, being honest, I actually have done this fight twice already. I lost horribly both times. Once due to poor skill, once due to getting really, really bad luck with critical hits. As in, he kept criticaling me. Shockwave. No, not a critical! Frickin'! Mawile is his Shadow Pokemon. When fighting it has Shadow Rush and Shadow Wave. However, in terms of actually using it on your team, if you're going to snag it, Mawile is one of those awkward Pokemon that feels like it should have an evolution, but it just doesn't. It kind of sucks, though, because I feel like Mawile has at least some potential, but it just goes really, really unrealized. It does not have a Mega form, none of that. It is just as you see it right here. If you're going to raise one, I at least recommend Intimidate for its ability over Hyper Cutter, which I believe this one had when it came out, but it's not really the greatest Pokemon in the world, and it's definitely not going to be winning any awards anytime soon. So be warned about that. So, for that reason, whoa, yes, critical hit, sweet, sweet justice. Okay, after losing this battle twice, in the ways that you just saw, I feel very good about having criticaled him at a really, really important time. His last Pokemon, Raichu. This is going to be probably the toughest Pokemon you have faced yet in this adventure. Level 23, Electric type, static for its ability. Shockwave, Dig, and Seismic Toss. Only has 3 attacks, but just the amount of coverage it gets with Shockwave, Dig, and Seismic Toss, it's a pretty good Raichu, even though it only has 3 attacks. Really good type coverage. In fact, the fact that it has Dig makes it really, really formidable for my particular Pokemon, which I can't really say I'm a fan of. I'm going to call that he's using Dig, so I'm going to use Thunder Wave on Mawile right here. Even though I would have outsped Raichu, I still don't want to get hit with Static on Bite. I don't think Voltaire is going to last much longer, but hey, we'll do that. Okay, let's see if I'm right. Yep, dug a hole. Mawile's paralyzed, good. And I'm going to use Ember, which is going to miss Raichu. Okay. Now, I'm not sure who he's going to attack. I really, really don't. I kind of want to go for Ember on Mawile, but I'm worried I might KO. Well, nah, I'm 5 levels lower. It's going to be fine. In case he doesn't take out Voltaire this turn by some crazy chance, I'm going to try to paralyze it as well. Oh, I'm faster. Crap, I forgot I was faster for a brief moment. For whatever reason, I thought Dig was going to hit first. Oh, what? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Am I even going to need my other 3 Pokemon? Because I'm starting to think I don't. Okay. If that is the case, paralyzing him is going to greatly inhibit his ability to use Dig because he needs 2 turns to make it work. Meaning that he's got to be not paralyzed twice in a row. So if I can... Yeah, I pulled it off. If I can do this, he is going to be pretty much stuck using Shockwave and Seismic Toss only at this point. Either that or having a bunch of failed digs. He got off the digging a hole, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get off the rest of this attack. Okay. This is starting to turn in my favor. Okay, Mawile's weak. So I will then... Okay, fully paralyzed. I will use Houndour's attack to snag that Mawile, hopefully. And Voltaire's turn, just in case I get unlucky and Raichu is able to attack, I'm switching out to Baltoy. Because it's got Levitate and it's immune to that Dig. Awesome! So my stalling strategy actually worked really, really nice. Damn! I tried other strategies against this guy and they didn't work well for bad luck or for whatever other reason though, but yeah. Here we go. Mawile is caught. Now, I need to bring up something really, really stupid here. I don't think that this is likely though, but in a battle that I've already lost twice, I feel like this is a good time to bring this up. There is a new rule in XD that is really freaking stupid. As you can see, it says snag with a little purple Pokeball to show that I snagged that Mawile successfully. If I lose this battle, I don't get to keep Mawile. Even worse than that, any Pokeballs that I use trying to catch it, or indeed the ball that I use to catch it, is used up and gone forever. Not kidding. So, if you snag a Shadow Pokemon, you have to win the battle. Because if you don't get to keep it after the fight is over. It is stupid. I don't like that. Oh, Confusion! Okay, good, he's got Parafuge. He's paralyzing Confusion. But yeah, I hate that rule so much, and it makes everything needlessly difficult. Alright. I gotta say, I was not expecting Houndour to make it this far. I really wasn't. I didn't think that this was gonna happen. He's using Dig still, which I'm very confused about because he's paralyzed and confused. We'll do that. I wasn't really going to be able to get off an attack. Maybe I could use the call command to raise my accuracy, but I don't really think so. I really need it. It's confused. Hurt itself in its confusion. And it just pops out of the ground instantly. People say that Diglett pops out of the ground fast. No, freaking Raichu, man. And that's it. I don't think that Raichu has any chance of surviving. It is gone. Suck it, Raichu. Ugh. Damn. It feels so good to beat that thing so easily. Okay. And I can't believe it. Didn't need Spheal. Didn't need Aron. That sacrificial Houndour that I threw out there had 2 HP through like 3/4 of that fight. That is amazing. Drat, I didn't see this coming. I got what I came for. I don't need to stick around when I got this data ROM. Adios! Nett, you really should use external hard drives so they can't hack into it. Aw, the Mirror Radar. The Mirror B Radar lost the signal. That's what Michael's worried about in a time like this? Really? Oh, Michael, are you okay? You got us out of that jam. Not all the data analysis is finished. Oh, Cypher creeps. Still, we did manage to decrypt, but part of Cypher's criminal plans became clear. For instance, Cypher was behind the disappearance of the cargo ship SS Libra. There's more. Cypher is planning a major attack on Phenix City. Oh no, Nett, is that true? Marcia has gone off to Phenix City. She said that she was going to have to investigate why the town's communication systems are down. What? Cypher could attack there at any time! And that does it. Pirate Town no longer needs our services. We need to inform the mayor of Phenix City about Cypher's coming attack. Which, as we can see, is located right here. It's marked on our map, so we can travel there now. But before we travel there is something I want to take care of first. So I will meet you guys back at the bottom of this tower, because good God, it takes a long time to get down there. And we're all done here. We got this big muscle guy at the reception desk with the shroomish. I know there were a lot of them, but we shouldn't have been that unprepared. I was giving Chief Shirls here a rundown of the events. What does Chief Shirls have to say for himself with this being allowed to happen? It's amazing they pulled a caper of this scale so brazenly in broad daylight. If this incident is any indication, it appears certain that Cypher will become even more active in the days to come. I take back what I said. Having the police go up against Cypher, they are the most incompetent people ever in this town, especially. Like, this is the only town that I think has a police department, and they're this bad? It's like, no wonder crime is out of control and Pirate Town looks the way it does. I mean, oh, well, actually, no, let's talk to Johnson. Let's see what Johnson's doing. Oh, am I in trouble? I was distracted for just a minute, and a prisoner gave me a slip and escaped. The chief will be furious with me yet again. Pow. See, look at this. They are the worst police force ever. Like, they really should not be allowed to say Chief Shirls needs to be fired. And in fact, if we go in here, you can see indeed that a prisoner escaped. He just walked through the door and he's not even here anymore. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else here though, but yeah. There's nothing else here that I wanted to really show though, but yeah, there really is a prisoner that has escaped from his cell, and he just walked out the dang door. Or rather, he removed the door from the thing and walked off with it. Maybe he's wanted to pawn it off. Anyway, so what was it that I wanted to do before we end things off here? Well, I want to go to Agate Village, because I want to see the name Raider and finally give Baltoy a proper nickname, because it has been a while. I know, guys, I haven't forgotten. It's just that the past few videos, we've kind of been in the middle of stuff at the end, and we didn't really have freedom to travel the map for any really good reason, and I kind of didn't want to cut away anymore due to all the Pokespots, so I'm going to go over that now. Once again, I do want to say, actually, no. I have something else that I want to say while we're doing this. I want to apologize that the past few videos have felt like not very progress-filled. I mean, they're long videos, and I was always doing something in them. It's just that the ONBS building is ridiculous. Seems like whoever's using that building, it just is always so dang much. Alright. So I want to go and nickname Baltoy, and there were quite a few names that you guys suggested, and there were a few runner-ups. I do want to give honorable mentions, just like I did in my Animal Crossing videos. So, some really, really common suggestions were things like Dreidel or Toph, and I don't really want to name it something that obvious, so I'm going to say no to those, though, but those were two of the really common ones. One was something that a lot of people did, which was suggesting to name it after a gyroid of some kind, or call it, like, Baltoid. There were a lot of people that did this. The first one is on screen right now that I saw. And the other two honorable mentions, one was Spenstar3D on Twitter, who suggested Landmine because it's a ground type and it knows self-destruct. That was pretty cool. The other was by Pudgy Waluigi on Twitter, who suggested Rui for Baltoy because it is both a callback to Colosseum and its Pokedex mentions it being found in old ruins. The name I decided to go with, Jinzo, which was first suggested by Forenzu1 on Twitter. This means artificial in Japanese, but I will admit I do have a bit of a soft spot for the name Jinzo because I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was a kid, and probably my favorite card to build decks around was Jinzo. I liked how he disabled trap cards and their effects and stuff like that. I don't know how many of you guys know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Though, but I do have kind of a soft spot for that though because, you know, personal preference, I really always liked the name Jinzo, and even liking that card aside, I always thought it was a cool sounding name. And I think it fits Baltoy really well if it means artificial, and it's, like a doll that's come to life through some kind of golemness. I don't know, I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to be heading off to the Pokemon HQ lab, doing some purifications, and next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, I almost said Colosseum. Can't believe I did that, it's been a year since I've said that. We're going to be heading off to Phenix City. See you guys then. By the way, Houndour didn't even get a level for that awesome performance. I feel so bad for you, buddy.